Yeah, organoids. The point organoid, you create it with metals from where you buy the metal, from where you bring that metals. You put some crystals in plastic, my friend. Okay, the idea is good, but believe me, when you have some organoid in some place, you will be turned around this place faster and faster and faster, and I don't think that they have not the ability to, crush a crystal. I see that the best effective crystal is a double-end crystal in a copper ore, but I do it without any other thing, If only this double-end crystals, copper, a little gold, and it was only like a ring or some kind of stuff. And that was all. When I go to nature, I tasted one time with natural water from a water spring, and the thing was that I tasted one time and drink this water in the near of this copper double-end crystal, I don't know, organoids or cambuster, and then I feel that the water comes in my bones, and I drink at the same time natural milk, and I feel that my bones become stronger, and I feel that this crystal opened the nature and the crystal feeds were in the near of this water spring, and that I become like part of that nature. The point was that a lot of machines work there and build some other stuff about taking energy from water springs and some kind of stuff. They bring a lot of metals there, they destroy the mountains, and then because something happened there, they don't want that we wake up, and they don't want that we realize that that copper is very important for us, for the real humans. I will tell you something, what it's like in my nose, like when some of my friends in the internet want to know the truth. And one guy, his name is Franz Englhardt. I will tell you next the real story about this guy. And they killed him for 10 years, for 11 years, for that, what for vision he had and what he knows before us. That when he was a designer from a juwelier, and some designer of some, designer for juweliers, And I'll tell you the story about him. His name is Franz Englhardt, RIP. They killed him, show it like suicide. And he tell the people about a ring on his, here he have copper. And he make this design, and on these two sides here, the blood comes and goes left and right. He make their ring like a ring, like he's on the universe, the Milky Way, like a star system here and here. So the energy goes in there, and everything was a copper designed stuff, and he make it by himself, made by himself, and so he have a lot of secret stuff to tell us, and I will show you that next time. I waited a lot of years with that. I know it for 2 years, so I must say sorry. But now we are ready to believe the truth, that we have weapons against them, that we can stay safe, that we can stay ready against them. Holocaust of humanity with the chemtrails and false chemtrails and cambuster stuff to make us ill, and to don't believe in that system of the nature that we can rebuild, or let me say, come again here. So boys, this is the key, this is how we win this war against this enemy of military, alien, government, complex. That's the point, They want to take all the arms we have, all the guns, all the weapons, all that stuff out of the hands of us. But in Syria, they sent a lot of military stuff to Syria and to a region where we know that a lot of wars was there before, in the middle of the ages. Time of Alexander and time of Turkey, Mongols and Jewish stuff. And, a lot of war and a lot of war weapons who are loading, every time when you make an action, something loading, when you walk, you load something. Your energy flipped, and this is what will help you to win this war. Yeah, that's a ring here under your head, with copper, and here the wings, where the wings go, and make it blue, your wings, here, one on the left side and one on the right side. Your wings, they are the blood pumping system for your body, and for everything for your body, blue-blooded, copper, copper is the key. But it make it real, it's like the universe create, and when you walk, you can feel that you walk easy, and put your energy in front to your heart, who's pumping, Yeah, and the mobile phone will kill you, and you're sitting in some building who rebuild, and this is the matrix how it works now. They give them people the stuff in the hands, and they drop it out of jeans, his mobile phone out of the jeans, his mobile phone out of the jeans to his head, his mobile phone out of the jeans to his head. It poisons his blood, Why? You have it in the pocket, Here, and you put it every time the same way, from your pocket, or from your hands, or from here, you have it here, the mobile phone, and one, like in a demonstration who are putting stones there, and the tanks, they are driving and forward and back, and producing energy, and splitting water, and make the stone electromagnetic negative, and you go down and put up the stone, and from time to time, your heart is pumping faster and faster, and the stone comes to you so, like 100 tons, And that's what they do with the masses of people who walk in the cities, Drop your mobile phone up to your head and make contact with the anthem. I'm here, you are here, I'm here, you are here. The problem is when you look to the mobile phone, you burn your eyes, and they open some critical stuff. It's burning your brain, is burning your sperm, burning your heart. Everything make it bad, you know. Your brain becomes really, really ugly. Depression, problems with your bones, problems with your nerves. That you feel that you must sleep every day too much hours, or react to alcohol or drugs too strong. You become flipping out, you know. Electrics and make electric stuff on you. They test you with mobile phones, changing the fucking DNAs. Yeah, the key is here. Here's the key. This is the key. This is the key. That makes every action what you do after that when you this type of this copper metal has here like a ring on it. Make everything what you do under them with your hands, with your feet is not more important. You save your head, you save your blood system, you know. Why you have every time a mobile phone nearby you, and copper is in them, you know. Not a metal system. So that they begin to control you. It's nothing else. Your nerves, everything. And before they begin to control you, really, yeah, put that information out from top secrets, you know. To spend all the people a good time on the world, live in planets. And I hope that you understand what I say, tell you that it's top secret. And I'm very nervous to make the people to understand what is happening. That when you don't do it, that the mobile phone becomes controlled over you, that the metals. And it's echo, you know, you must load it every day and every day and every day. And where comes the electricity comes from copper cables. And from what? From atomic nuclear stuff, radioactive stuff. You must put that copper on your here, save your nerves, and walk every day 45 minutes in nature, nearby by trees. It's also like a tree, you know, tree of life is your blood. Make it clean your blood. Don't drink poisoned water. Don't use mobile phones like when your wife's pregnant or something like this.
Hi guys, before I will begin with my new part, with my parts, yes, I will tell you a story about Franz Englhardt, RIP. They kill him, looked like suicide in the train and in front of the train, and horrible scene for 10 years. But I know this information as 2 years ago or something. Talk with his brother, old brother, become psychological problems, you know, why they kill his brother and he don't know why. Yeah, but I hope I know it, and that's the key. The key begins, what I tell you before in the videos, that the human body have a lot of copper, and the veins, two important veins to your brain and to all the magnetic wave attacks and something like this, to be safe, to take care, you know, of that kind of what happened now. Everyone has some metals in his hands, and you know, it's like a ring on the hand. It's only copper, and I'm not sure how Mr. Rip Franz Englhardt do it, but what I know, how he built it, you know, he made it by himself. He was a designer of the living room and worked with some, and here he makes some, let me say, some kind of, see that he believed that here on the head side, they are very important for that, that when you walk, and so I must come back to the human body, that normally the human must walk like this, you know, that he makes some left, that he give all of the pressure on the right side, on the left side when he walks, but now the people walk like this, and some kind of, and we know in the car you sit like this, you know, and that they work with some kind of sucking bones and stuff, and this happened with the blood and the copper, so they begin to make new buildings and some kind of stuff, make a lot of copper in the cities to begin to control the real DNA, you know, the blood. And he know why he make this some kind of new design, or let me say, a sign, you know. It make this thing make you completely safe and carry you from all that other stuff. And I think this was half kilo or 1 kilo. He make it in his some kind of house, but it was in the woods, you know. You have no electricity cables there or another thing. What I found out was that he worked with some kind of 2 plates. I'm not sure it's from copper, or that this thing was in that. Let me say, you have 2 sides there, and he dropped that side. He dropped that side like this, you know, and that here he have the point where he do that thing in. And listen good, he wait that some lightning comes and takes some energy from there, from the lightnings. He can observe itself and put it in the two plates. You know, they have 20,000 volts, you know, when it comes down, and this plates, they make some burning things, or let me say some, and then normally he show me some, I see some picture of him, and he make a secret information in that, and that I think he have the technology to make the UFOs, you know. And why in the middle you have the turbine, and yes, this metals turn, and you see how we do it, 1, 2, 3, 12, hundreds maybe of them. Look good. I hope I make it really good for you. This was look like kind of this. So not really good, but sorry, yeah, like this. Sorry, was kind of some kind of this. But this is only the it's not the body comes here in, you know. You drop it like this together in the near here of this house. I will tell you more stuff about the house and how it works. And he wait over some lightning, and the lightning comes. I'm not when it comes here is not a pod, you know. You take that energy, and you find a way about the metals, you know. He make this from copper, and maybe this of kind of mixing some metals. And it can take the energy of the lightning, you know, really lightning. And when the lightning comes from, I don't know, 500,000 meters high to down, they give you the optimal, let me say the power, or let me give you all that high points, 10 meters, 15, 20, 30, 100, 200, 500. The optimal energy of the millimeter, let me say like this. It's a lot of physics, I don't want to talk a lot of stuff who are unsure. And yeah, but the human, you know, he's 2 meters. And when he can make you from your own, like a ring on your neck, under your neck, that you can be, let me say like, when the head be here, normally here are microwaves, but when you have here that can every time here on your under your neck, you must have. Why you have a mobile phone? That's also a lot of energy. You know, they want to control here the neck, and so they bring the mobile phone that you put it from your jeans out here to your head, and so they begin to cut your neck like this. And he know that this kind of lightning comes in 20,000 volts and something, so maybe you can really make some kind of energy field around you, and nobody can attack you really over the microwaves or some kind. Okay, that's the key. It's very important for me, the information. I hope that people wake it up really. Okay, this was a house made by wood, and yeah, the people who visit him, he was a student, and all his students, friends, comes here. Here are people sitting around a fire from time to time, and he began to realize that the human bring every time the energy with. That means how much friends they are, so they can make a. I'm not sure he do it under there, or like a copper ring, and bring it back under earth here to his house, and here he make the same thing. But he's a very, let me say, 100 meter or 200 meters, and here are trees, and these trees, I see that it's natural, that they are like some round kind of stuff. And here he makes also from time to time big fires with his friends when 200 people are there, you know. And when he do it really like the copper without plastics, I think so, that he make it kind of under the people, you know. And the fire was there, and the people were there, or they making some ring and meditation there, I'm not sure.
They take this energy from these 2 points, you know. I realized that why I see here in the photos, was only a photo, I see here 2 trees in the front, but the people, they must, when they come to the house or to another part of the stuff, they must cross before these 2 trees. And one of the trees was cut in here, and so I believe that he know that the people who are there, they are normal visitors, maybe, I don't know, normal visitors, and I'm sure that he take this point as a gate, let me say a door, that no everyone can come here, you know, and come to his really, with the trees. I see that he work with the trees, and he have here also kind of copper stuff. Yeah, this photo made up after his death, how they killed him, they killed him really, and I hope that you're waking up, that the lightning stuff can become real, let me say the aid, or become, it can be safe, and this kind of stuff is key, boys.